What's up, guys? We're back out at my property today, and surprise, surprise, I bought another car. I know I'm very good at that. This is a 93 LS400, and that right there is the reason I was interested in this car. I actually got this car from Paul at work. He was using it as a parts car for his LS400. He needed all the front end parts for his. So I will be getting the fenders and bumper from him soon. But this car more than likely is just gonna be a part out. It's kind of a shame because there's Zach. That was perfect. So it's got a pretty clean interior, but it'll make for a good part out. I'll probably make some of my money back off the car, but the motor will hopefully be going in because I didn't realize how, I say cheap, $3-ish grand to 1UZ swap this thing. The KA does seem like it will probably run. I may use it for something else in the future, I don't know, but a 1UZ swap, and I can actually use a factory 5-speed out of the car, which is really nice. Zach has found there's no batteries. Hold on. Have you rode that yet?
No, not with the bigger batteries.
Hang on, get you the batteries.
You just pull on it, or is
yeah, you kind of have to pull off like once. Yeah, it's kind of tight, but
I just don't want to break something.
Yeah, you're good. I haven't showed y'all this either. This is a Razor Pocket Mod. I have modified to accept 2 DeWalt batteries in series, so 40 volts, 36 volt controller, and the newer style MX500 throttle. And it'll do about, I've got it to do about 17 on pavement on slight downhill. So not fast, but I mean, it's, you know, it gets around. It's a lot of fun. It does pretty good on grass too, surprisingly. I didn't think it was gonna do that good on it does. Do you disagree? It doesn't do good on grass? Oh, he wheelied it. Do it again.
It's very unstable.
It is a children's toy. Oh yeah.
It won't hold it though.
Yeah, no, it doesn't have near the power to actually hold a wheelie.
I thought you were going with a different throttle, dude.
I did. That one's, it's different. It's
really?
similar to the stock one, but the stock one's just like on 100% or off. That one is actually like a variance. That one's off of like the Razor dirt bikes, like the bigger dirt bikes that actually have the variable throttle, but it bolts right up and it plugs straight into the controller. It's really, really convenient that Razor makes all their parts. If any of you Razor people are watching, thank you for making all your parts interchangeable between the Crazy Cart, the XL, those things, the MX line of dirt bikes, and everything else too. Because it makes it really easy to modify these things. You slap some DeWalt batteries on it. I think the controller isn't even off the MX500. The controller is off of the Crazy Cart XL. Throttle's off the MX500. Ditched the stock batteries, which did make it a good bit lighter. And then everything else. Stock motor, I do want to see if I can swap because the bolt pattern is the same for the Crazy Cart XL 500 watt motor as the stock 250 watt motor that's on these, which I've done that to my Crazy Cart, like the drift style with the handle. If you guys follow Taxi Garage, you know what I'm talking about. If not, go check out Taxi Garage, really cool stuff. But yeah, the 500 watt motor bolts right up. It's not higher top speed necessarily on the Crazy Cart, but it is a lot more like mid-range torque, which is nice when you're kind of feathering the throttle and you need to like gun it. You don't have to wait to hit the very top end of the motor's power band, I guess you can call it that with these. There's just a lot more available torque, which is nice. I am also got some chainsaw and the electric clippers shaping up these trees because they've been left for at least 2 years since the last people lived out at this property. They were some older folks and they weren't able to do a lot, and they were doing as much as they could. They did a pretty decent job, but they weren't capable of trimming up these trees to what they needed to be, so they're just all bushy. We did get the fence taken down mostly. I got all the posts stacked up just like in the back of the property back that way, but the rest of the fence, here's some of it, kind of runs into the tree, so I have to trim everything up before I can take the rest of the fence out. What'd you do? Huh? What'd you say?
My head is spinning right now.
It's spinning?
Yeah.
Why? Oh. Bailey's taking seats out of his Civic for his other Civic. This is the one that the motor's coming out of for his green Civic as well. Zach, what did you buy? I think Zach just rode that thing harder in 10 minutes than I have since it's been put together. It has been Zach torture tested now. Suitcase bike?
I bought it. It's small enough
cool
to fit inside of my suitcase for work.
Nice.
So.
We won't tell them that though. Hopefully they don't watch this video.
They don't have to know. The engine's pretty mint. Definitely very. Hey, look how small that is.
That's crazy.
Right there.
Golly, so tiny.
Yeah.
That's cool. May I note, who needs a truck when you have a Mazda Miata?
I got a lot of really weird looks going down there.
I bet you did. That's crazy. Also, since the last video, I got my dad out here with his tractor, and he tore down the building. All we got left is just the random. We'll have to kind of sweep all this up. Hopefully we'll get one of those attachments that just kind of like picks it up all out of the grass, because that's going to be really tough to do by hand. But the roof is all that's left. There is a slab here, which I'm thinking of incorporating to the barndominium. This might be my front porch area once it's all cleared off. Would be kind of nice. And then just have the house just kind of in that area right there. Roof has been taken off the carport. It's unfortunate that the concrete is at an angle, because if not, we could have just added on to it. That tree, magnolia tree, beautiful, but they dropped these little pine cone looking things that are very frustrating to clean up and have around. So that tree is going to get gone. But it is a shame that the concrete right there can't stay. It's just at such an odd angle. I don't know how I would add on to it, and I don't know if I want the house going out that far that way, like to that edge right there. But it'll be something we'll have to do after we take the poles out. Probably get the tractor out here again, finish taking the poles out, and then we'll definitely leaving that slab though, 100%, because that's a lot of money. I don't know how much. I don't know the price of concrete right now. Everyone says it's high. No one really ever says a number. They just say it's high. So I'm definitely gonna leave that, because that'll save me some money there. Also, had the property surveyed. The last video I mentioned that property lines out at the road, that corner, you've seen that one. You've seen the one that is in the field, way out that way. Probably can't see it. Actually, I recently got a new phone. Let's see how the zoom is. That's decent, rather than the center of the screen. But y'all saw that one in the last video. So, let me correct my zoom. Forgive me, I'm still learning how to. I've never had I haven't had a phone camera with zoom that advanced. I had an iPhone 10. I now have an 11 Pro with the nice 3 camera setup on it, which is cool. What else was? Oh yeah. The one by the road is, like I said, by that fence line. Now, the one in the back of the property, that one I was incorrect. At least as it was surveyed last time, it seemed to be at that pole all the way in the back of the woods back there that I showed y'all. But I will walk out there now and show y'all where the actual new property line is, which is cool. It's actually farther out than I originally thought. So we'll walk back there and I'll show y'all that. All right, so if you remember from last video, we stopped about here on the trail. That's where we were earlier. Trail leads up to here. We stopped about here on the Acti, walked into the woods. That's kind of the little dip underneath the trees. I need to trim these up. It's kind of the entry point, and just straight back from there is where the old property line was. Now we get closer to this bend over here. It's actually more along that line there that goes out into the field in a straight line across to where that post is in the field. We get about to that line again where the property sort of drops off. That's the property line. They were nice enough to mark it on the trees so that I could see it when I came back out here. But that's kind of where, hard to tell on camera actually. Let me get closer. That's where it dips off at, kind of just like a drain system for the edge of the property. That's the old fence. Kind of hard to see, but that right there is the old fence that used to be kind of the property line. So they were pretty accurate for where that fence was. I found out it was last surveyed 1981, so it's been a while since it's been last surveyed, which is maybe why that other post was inaccurate, or maybe that was for something completely different that I don't know about. So all right, that is it for this one, y'all. Just been doing this and that, hanging out with Zach when he came by and helping Bailey with his seats. getting the seats out of the Civic. So it's getting dark quicker than I thought, so I probably won't be able to get a ton done on trimming those trees up today. I'll do what I can. Probably be till next time before I show progress on that, because I won't be able to get enough done today to really make a difference. But thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.